Hi, everybody. Welcome to this week's Mindset Boost. Yes, how are you doing? That's why we get together on a weekly basis, is to pause and really think about how am I doing and create some self-awareness around that. I would like to share a tool with you also today to just help you move through whatever is causing overwhelm for you this week, and hopefully just give you the capacity to move through the rest of the week with more lightness and more ease. It's also a tool that you can continue to use without even revisiting this video. It's very simple. It's a breathing exercise, but one that you don't need any guidance for once you know how to use it. But let's first just talk a little bit about what is overwhelm. So it's definitely something that happens in the body. It's the sympathetic nervous system that gets activated. You go into fight, flight, or freeze. And when we think about it from an emotional perspective, it's really a belief and a feeling that I'm not going to cope, I'm going to fall over, this is too much for me. And so what we want to do in a situation like that is to interject really this sense of I'm not in control, I have no agency here. And the best and the fastest way to do that is to do something that will calm the nervous system, something that you can do that can regulate yourself. For some people, it will be to phone and talk to a friend. Some people, maybe it is to go for a walk in nature or spend time with your pet. But the research has definitely shown that controlled breathing can very effectively calm down the sympathetic nervous system and activate the parasympathetic nervous system. When we're overwhelmed, we may want to try and stop thoughts from happening, but that's not really possible. We have to give our mind then something else to do. Like last night I woke up and I struggled to fall asleep, and I had to be very deliberate about reminding myself that I can let the thoughts just disappear in the background and then just focus on the breathing. So this awareness that I'm overwhelmed, and the more I think, the more overwhelmed I get. It's important to be aware of that and then to offer yourself something different to do in that moment. And the specific breathing exercise that is really effective, and then of course there are many techniques and many breathing techniques, but the one that I feel is very simple but very effective is a breathing that the out breath is longer than the in breath. And it's really then you're actually allowing yourself to sigh out. If you think about it, we give a sigh of relief. When we are stressed, we sigh. So it's almost copying that in a way, but in a controlled and in a practice way. So how it works is that you take a 4-count breath in and then see if you can stretch it out to 8 counts. We're going to practice together. You can just close your eyes and make sure that you're sitting comfortable. And then just as a way also to practice, I want you to bring something to mind that you have been struggling with this week. Something that has been causing you overwhelm. And it can even be quite subtle. So really allow yourself to acknowledge anything, big or small. Maybe it's something that you still have to do, or it's a situation that has already occurred that's leaving you feeling quite overwhelmed. And allow that to be in your mind's eye. And then I want you to gently instruct yourself that can just move to the background so that you can start to focus on the breath. And first, just become aware of the breath just by the nose and the mouth. You don't have to count at all yet. And when you're ready, then take a breath in. See if you can do it in 4 parts. And then at the top, hold. And then breathe out, stretching it until you reach 8 counts. Breathing in again in 4 parts. Holding it briefly and breathing out for 8 counts. In for 4 counts. And out for 8 counts. Just sensing a bit what is happening in the body right now. You may want to become aware of parts that are feeling that they can be a bit more relaxed. But then also, is there a part of the body that is still quite tight and that still needs to relax? So breathe again in 4 counts. Hold at the top and breathing out for 8 counts. See when you do another round of that, when you breathe out, if you can just allow that part of the body to relax as you sigh out. Drawing in the breath again for 4 counts. Hold and then out for 8 counts. Also become aware of any thoughts that will just naturally start to come in again. And then gently just reminding yourself that it's not necessary to think about these thoughts. And you're just going to focus on the breath again. Taking 4 counts in, hold, and then 8 counts out. And do one last round like that. When you're done with the last round, just sitting in silence, still with the eyes closed if that feels comfortable. And just notice the shift that has happened. How does it feel to be more present? You can just rest in this calm presence that you're experiencing right now. You can open your eyes. This is a simple exercise, but really something that we need to remind ourselves that we can do. Something to replace the busy mind with, like I said, just to tell yourself to stop thinking about something or to stop feeling overwhelmed. is not going to activate the parasympathetic nervous system. We need to do something quite deliberate. And this breathing is something that you can really practice, especially when, maybe it's late at night and you're waking up in the middle of the night and there isn't the opportunity to phone someone or to go for a walk. This is something that you can do lying down, just that deliberate switch from the thinking mind to focusing on the breath. You are using the mind then, but in a way that will actually really be helpful. I hope that you found it useful. Please use this as the days go on, this rest of the week. Also welcome to share any comments below. I'd love to hear also what other things you use to calm down the nervous system. And yes, I hope to see you again next week. Take care.